bro.
Where is that us? We're joke here. Right, let me get a bottle of Coke there so it's Christmas. Right. What? Do you not like the bottle of Coke? It makes...
You're not paying us anymore.
Oh, very true. What about Ishka water? No.
Well, with all Muscle Hustle podcast, I'll do them through this Tony wasn't bar.
No, I'll do it.
Boxing Day, Tony.
Yeah, it's Boxing Day now. We're live in Notorious Pizza. Would like to thank the men for having us in. Give us a way. Oh, fuck me. What sort of vibe is that about? Give us a way. A much better. I feel like I'm in the fucking Panto now. He's behind you.
Paddy McGuinness here. Paddy McGuinness is fucking hit the gym.
Well, here, we're live audience for the first time, I think.
First time ever live audience. But live, been videoed and everything. It's like we've gone up in the world. It's like we're a real podcast now.
I know, and we haven't even got, well, as usual, me and Mickey absolutely rehearse it. Fuck all. So we have no topics. So we'll ring this. But I'm curious, is your Christmas shopping done? No.
Christmas shopping hasn't even started. Well, it is Boxing Day. However, technically. But no, Christmas shopping hasn't started. It's a week before Christmas. We're recording this one. And no Christmas shopping done. Lucky enough, I don't have to buy it for that many people this year.
Not a bit.
Just an odd person.
We're not doing Christmas presents here, apparently, in my house. But do you know how that is? And people say that, and then all of a sudden, start breaking out the fucking presents, and you fucking diddly. Because, see, when it's like, do you know whenever you turn around to your girlfriend or anything, and they go, don't get me anything. I'm the sort of person that if you tell me not to get you anything, I'm not getting you anything. And then fucking all hell breaks loose because you haven't got anything.
Well, I'm not doing that this year. I'm just gonna buy a couple of presents, take it easy, and then maybe go on holidays after Christmas.
What would you get me? Oh, hard thought. That's what I like. A lot of contemplation.
What do you get the man's got everything?
I don't know.
That's a good one. I don't know what I'll get you. Maybe music, but a music CD, maybe, because you're old school. You're back in the old car again, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm back in the Fiat Panda, yeah.
Fiat Panda.
2006, fresh, like an ice cube.
Down from the Ford Ranger to the Fiat Panda. Guys, you need to sign up to this app. Times are fucking tight. Times are tight for the big man. He's on the Fiat Panda. We need to get him back in the big wagon.
I had to hitch a lift up here this morning with Paul. So, yeah, things are a bit tight, but no way. No, fuck. It's just one of them things. It doesn't make sense. Like, I was paying $370 a month for finance for Ford fucking Raptor 7-door Circulac, the big man, and I fucking need a stepladder to get in the fucking front of it.
I just like to point out, if you go back in the podcast right before when Tony bought the Ford Raptor, I said the exact same thing. Why are you buying such a big car when you're going to drive about 4,000 miles a year?
I didn't even drive 4,000 miles before, but sure, my mum's car's fucking 2006. Do you know, right, she's had it, what is that, 16 years, guess how many miles she done?
Well,
No, go on, have we stop?
10,000.
Oh, fuck me, what the fuck did she, 30,000, 35, 10,000?
You never know how far
you think fucking drive to the shop once a year.
I mean,
fuck's sake.
So we're here. It's been, so this one's going out Boxing Day.
You keep saying that. No,
I'm trying to work out in my head because we just
you're confusing yourself.
We recorded another podcast that's going out the week before earlier.
Oh, fuck me. Everything so, anyway.
This isn't the way we need to be. We have a special one coming from the New Year's, but I think the loose topic we were talking about is people around Christmas time feeling like shite. That's one of the things we got sent in a message. Boys that like come home from uni and they're away from their friends most of Christmas, or they're travel away, or they come home from Australia, or they come home from America, and they're not used to being back in the family environment again. That was one of the questions we were actually sent in.
I think, see, Christmas, I feel like for a lot of people, it goes one of two ways a lot of the time. I think Christmas is either like this real joyous time, but I feel like for a lot of people, you don't really think about it when you're on that side of the coin, but for a lot of people, you feel down.
Yeah, I can't handle Christmas at all.
Why?
Don't know. It's just one of those things Christmas for me always represented work. Like,
oh yeah,
it always represented work, but I don't know what it was about Christmas where the run up to Christmas is class. You've all like, not even the social thing, but the crack's good, and then when kind of Christmas hits, you're kind of like, oh, like fuck.
You're kind of like an anti-climax.
You kind of wait to get back to the crack again. I don't know what. It's just never been.
Like whenever you see never mind. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to use that analogy. It's so dirty. It's actually never getting put out. Go ahead.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. So when the guy sent it in, he's a student in Belfast, sent me that question. I kind of knew exactly what he was talking about. He's like, when he goes home for Christmas, it's like he can't wait to get back to the crack with the lads, even though he has loads of nights out. It's just like he just never. It's like settling back into kind of like family stuff again, and it just kind of doesn't, it doesn't sit as well before.
Yeah, it's one of them things where I think Christmas is a time period where a lot of people get extra time to think, and then as a result, sometimes when people don't have a lot of time to think and then get loads, you can overthink, and I think you start overanalyzing every little thing. And for me, I always remember about 5 years ago around Christmas, it was like, this is how bad it was. That was whenever I hit my like all time low. It was like just after, it was like coming in my like second or third year uni, and it was literally like I went in this like 3-day bender. This was my last ever time I touched any drugs. The worst thing ever. And it was just so hardcore that like one day I rolled in the next, and then I woke up Christmas Eve and I was like, holy fuck, it's Christmas. And it was like a couple of days went by, but I was like my all time worst I've ever felt as a person down. So it always just reminds me of like a time period where I was like, that's when I needed to change the most. So that's one of the reasons why like I think sometimes you always do have to hit that lower point, but I've been at both sides of the coin, like where Christmas has been great, and then Christmas has been like the worst thing in the fucking world because of how you feel on the inside, just because of the way things been. I think, what's your take on like New Year's resolutions and stuff as well? I'm quite interested in this. Do you have any?
But I don't do New Year's. I do yearly goals, but they don't. It like just so happens the start of the year.
So it's a New Year's resolution, but it's just you're not calling it.
New Year's resolution, I don't know. It's just I do goals. I do yearly goals. I do mid, long, and short term goals every year. So
how about short? Have we got any goals like that?
No, I don't normally. Nobody gets to see them. They're all written down. They're all written down, and then at this week I'll look back on this year's goals and see what's hit and what hasn't been hit.
Has everything been hit though?
Well, the one thing that's never getting fucking hit is getting a song played in Radio 1.
Oh fuck, that'll be.
It's the one. It's the same thing on every year. There's what I always have it. I put it at the top, but it's not the most important. But I put it at the top because this has been the same thing for 10 years.
It needs ticked.
But even now, like getting played in Radio 1 doesn't change. It like doesn't make a fucking difference. Like it doesn't make a difference.
Do you get money if you're playing Radio 1?
You get money if you play anything, but it doesn't like
how much would you get? Do you reckon if you could play in Radio 1?
20p.
For the song?
Aye, maybe not even
20p for the song.
Aye, for royalties. Aye, probably not even 20p. Probably less. Maybe 10p.
Fuck.
Maybe 5p.
5p
probably
for Radio 1.
Yeah, but it's just radio in general plays in your songs.
That sucks balls.
But like, it'd be the knock-on effect of it could get your song to go kind of viral. But
and then how many plays do you need? Like say Spotify, like a million plays. Like, do you get much money for that? No,
a million plays would be about. You might know probably £90.
90 fucking quid.
Aye, but 90 quid, aye. Yeah.
Oh, boys, fuck off.
Aye, about 90 quid for a million plays. Like, I would be around that.
Please fuck that.
Oh, the 100.
Fuck that.
I got a check for 100,000 plays in one of my songs that couldn't cover me Just Eat. Put like out there, couldn't cover like a meal deal with Just Eat. That's not even true. 100,000 plays couldn't buy me a Just Eat that night.
And the nurses are on fucking strike. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I think there's no the money comes from the gigs.
You should be on strike,
not the streams. And then even then, if somebody buys your song for 99p,
so then
you get about 40, maybe 35p of that.
So then obviously like the likes of Ed Sheeran all make all their money off royalties.
Well, it's different.
But is the gigs the main thing then? Not just for you, but even for a bigger artist?
Their gigs, their physical downloads, their physical things, and their streams and their YouTubes and stuff would be getting.
YouTube's be big.
They would get them big money. But then again, their gigs are what's making the gigs will make you money. You put out the music to get people listen to you and grow your brand, and then hopefully then they buy tickets, and then
you can pivot as well, like Rihanna did, start selling knickers.
Yeah, pretty much.
What your plan is?
Aye,
Mickey Quinn briefs,
boxers, long boxers, long boxers, down to your knees, long boxers and vests.
We want
vest, and just
like a white spinner,
and like it'd be like a wrestling outfit.
You'd remind me of somebody from Lazy Town.
I like Kurt Angle's wrestling outfit, take down the straps. But no, you get no money from stream. But that's always top of the list was Radio 1, just for the fact it's always been. But it used to be if you played Radio 1, that would make your career. Now it like literally won't change it. It wouldn't even change the trajectory of your day. Never mind your career.
Just depends if you're like tune of the week or something, maybe.
If you're tune of the week.
You're more likely to be tune of the week.
Probably gets here. Oh no, can't say that actually. That's a bit cheeky. Well, I was meant to be playing with a guy who's number like 5 on the charts. Soon.
That practically gives him away.
And he was 5. He's way down now to maybe 14.
You can give more detail.
Before his name was released on the flyer, there was X amount of tickets sold, and then his name was released in the flyer, and the following week there was 2 tickets sold.
So it didn't make any difference.
It had.
What you're saying is you're bigger.
It had a negative effect. No, it was It's just the people. His demographic just might be completely different because he blew up on TikTok. So technically, it mightn't be just of the age to go to nightclubs.
TikTok's like the weirdest audience ever because they're the least likely to buy fucking anything.
Oh, I will.
They're so.
Yeah.
They're no offense to everybody that listens to me on TikTok, but they're the least likely to buy anything off you.
No.
Because they're just, it's like if I went to buy something, the last place I go to shop is on TikTok. Now Instagram, you might click in and buy something.
Yeah.
YouTube, yes, but nobody buys through TikTok. So I think it's one of them ones where when you're building that audience, you're building like nowhere near the same like devotion or the same trust that they're actually going to purchase something off you.
Well, the thing is that like some of the TikTok things, like some of the knives and fucking all the wee gadgets to be on TikTok, people actually buy them now, expect them never to work, so they can make a funny video out of it.
Like fidget spinners.
Fidget spinners. There's that new knife here. It looks like a samurai knife that everybody's buying off it.
They're yeah, but do you know who they get them fucking ads? Them adverts get my mum and shit like that because did you see the thing I put up the other day? She thought she ordered 1 pineapple cutter. So I ordered one. Did you see it? No, right?
I not seen.
So I ordered one, right? And our first one broke. It was there for years. So I ordered one, fucking came, but obviously being a piece of shit. Fucking as soon as Dad used it, it fucking broke off. So he brought it down to our mechanic. I was like to him, will you weld this fucker back together? And I was like, it's a fucking pineapple cutter, mate, Dad. And he was like, how much was it? And I goes, 14 quid. And he goes, yeah, exactly. I was like, it's 14 quid. So obviously I goes, Joe, and my dad's mechanic was like, right, fine, I'll weld it. He welded it back, it broke again, obviously, like a fucking piece of shit it is. So Mum thought she'd be tactical. And obviously, do you know when you're talking out loud, shit just starts popping up on your phone. So obviously all my mum's seeing on her fucking phone.
Do you believe that, do you?
Well, why the fuck else is there pineapple cutters showing up my ma's fucking phone? So then she fucking saw an advert on TikTok for a fucking pineapple cutter and fucking ordered 3 of them. She thought she ordered 1 and they're coming not even the same day, Joe. Every like 3rd day it was like this barrage of pineapple cutters showing up my fucking door at 6 a.m. So now we have all these fucking pineapple cutters and it's like the exact same as that. Like these used to, but that's where them adverts and them shitty things come from, and that's who's buying that shit. It's not these kids, it's my fucking man.
It's like there's a DJ, I know, Patrick Nazami, and he's got a habit of coming in blocked from gigs and buying stuff of JVC.
JVC?
Is it JVC? The thing would be all like late at night, the TV thing, and like buy like electric blankets and
oh, you mean fucking turn around going, these are 18 crystal count.
Like he comes in blocked, and the next day he gets these email notifications saying the stuff he bought, like, but he just buys the most rough shit all the time.
Oh my god, I'm thinking I'm worse than being blocked and doing online shopping.
Well, I couldn't do it.
No chance.
I can barely look at my stories.
What does your Christmas day consist of? I'm very curious with this.
How do all the cooking?
Well, are you in your house by yourself?
No, for a family.
I should say, because
Christmas Day. So Christmas.
You cook everybody's grub.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, but I mean, like.
Alright, so Christmas Day, do all the cooking. Christmas Eve is do a bit of the prep the cooking, get blocked that night, and then get up the next morning and then do the cooking, and then disappear.
What do you mean disappear? Just
go away and do my whole thing after that.
What do you mean? That sounds like you're going.
No, like go away to go see friends or visit family or go away somewhere. Like I try to escape.
Try to
escape.
So when you cook everybody food so you can fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Let's try that.
That's pretty much my Christmas Day. Christmas Eve I do the food prep, and on Christmas Day it's just
my ones crack up at Christmas because I always end up being like I'm a wee bit like I like to be doing something, Joe, especially whenever I know it's downtime, whenever he's watching Christmas movies and all that, but I'm quite like we used to play games and stuff, so I always end up turning around after dinner and be like, right, well, what's next? And Joe, like my ones always turn around and go, what the fuck do you mean, what's next? I'm like,
everybody's going for a sleep here.
There's nothing fucking else to do, and I'm sitting there going, fuck, Christmas, like, what are we doing? And it's sort of to me, if there's nothing to do, I'm like, well, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, I know that sounds so odd, but I don't know if other people are like that, but I'm almost like, I need something to be occupied.
Well, I'd be the same at Christmas, but this is the first Christmas in Bangor.
Oh, are you going to be...
Everybody's in Bangor this year,
So they're all coming down here. Are they staying with you and all?
Aye, they're staying.
Big fucking mansion.
Mansion.
Jesus Christ.
Big pod, stay in Bangor, and...
We'll give the address out later.
There's actually a bar in Bangor that is open on Christmas morning right beside the beach, and supposedly it be rammed like out in the street and all.
I think I actually have a decent idea. We're going to Dublin.
Are you?
Yeah, my one said, fuck that, no, he's cooked.
Hotel?
Yeah, we're going to the Gresham. Do you know what was
Actually, there's money in your boys.
It's actually alright. We're back to
alright. How much was it?
That's £210 for 3 nights. Isn't that fucking but it's booked fucking like 7.
It was Christmas Day not like a couple of £100 as well?
No, it's booked fucking
Did
7.
you get Christmas dinner all this year?
No.
Alright.
Bed and breakfast. Fuck me, Christmas dinner for £210.
I still singing. I was singing that. I would have been
Hey.
for 500 for that day.
No way. So my ones have just got to the stage now where they said,
I'd love that. That would be my
Yeah.
perfect idea.
far better. See the fact that I can just fucking go down there, be a fat fuck, lie about, eat, and then not have to clean. I'm glad I don't have to cook anything. I couldn't cooking that amount of food for everybody just would not be on my.
You just turkey on your own.
Yeah, no, but fuck.
You'd be weighing it, no?
Yeah, no. This is you want underneath.
Weighing it. It's going, man, need another 5 grams of turkey there. Make sure it's the white meat.
Shut the fuck up. The pigs and blankets and all.
Make sure it's the white meat. Will they air fried?
Calories.
Sean Casey's cookbook out.
No, fuck.
He's got pigs and blankets on it this year. Christmas edition.
Oh, I'm barely fucking breathing here.
No, I have a mate with like Algorm every year for Christmas Day. Like some Christmas Day and Christmas Day.
Is spa still open?
I've taken everything's open, but he done it the first year. He didn't want to do it, and he's like, I'd say he's done it every year since. He's like, it's a wee bit expensive, but he goes, it's so handy when you don't have to worry about anything. They just do everything.
Shout out to anyone who works Christmas Day, because they tried to make me work in the fire service all the time when I was there, because the new person, the general rule is, Joe, if you're off and you're the new firefighter, it's like, Joe, you're only in, you should be down to work Christmas. And I'd always keep around it, and they were like, you going to swap one of the older hands? I was like, fuck no chance, Christmas time, I'm going home straight away. It's fucking, that's tight, like, if you're a doctor or anything, Joe.
If you're on call.
Yeah, like it's just not one of them things. And anything that's serious around that time is just fucking heavy as well. You don't want to be, especially incidents and all, for me, it just was not a time where you want to be going near anything. It'll fuck with your head, especially Christmas. Christmas is one of the time periods. It's very dark, or it's very fucking light for some people.
There's always something bad happens around Christmas, so I still want to bring the tone down of the podcast.
I knew Mickey'd do that nice shaft in his fucking stick there. So let's talk about your jumper, more importantly.
Tyrone jumper. Up Tyrone.
Mine's from the women's section.
O'Neill's. Thank you, O'Neill's. It was meant to be 20% off, but they didn't give it away.
Well, they'll see mine in a photo before they see it in this podcast, because it's Boxing Day.
Is that your ma's jumper, all?
No, we got so we had a choice. I wanted to get a group family photo of everybody in them, so I told our Shauna to go down to Dunn's and pick up as many in the one jumper as she could. So obviously there wasn't enough men's ones, so that's why the sleeves are really short.
So ours are short.
Yeah, but like that's fucking short for a jumper, isn't it? That's why the neck's so low. You're lucky you can't see my fucking tits. But this is XXL too. You can tell, big man. It's probably like a size.
Somebody did say you've got smaller.
Well, yes, of course I have.
Why? We're not
I was fucking 103 kilos.
What are you now?
Me, I lost 9 pounds over being sick last week, so I'm sitting probably about 84 kilos. I know, and I was shredded 84, but I'm lean, Mickey. You'd be fucking proud of me.
I don't know. I had a boy saying looking tiny.
You're just saying that.
That's what I'm just saying what the people in the comment section, TikTok are saying.
Ah, fuck me, the comment section, TikTok. They're gonna hate me, man. They're gonna hate. Everybody hates. Like,
what it was? So tell us about the jumper. So you have a family picture.
Yeah,
Does it take it?
No. We're gonna take it. I don't know what to say. You've confused me if this is Boxing Day or what day this is, but we're taking it the day before Christmas Eve, because this has got so fucking confusing. I feel like the time travelers.
So we've just recorded 2 podcasts, so they go out a week apart, and it's hard to work out.
There's no need for this. He's just confusing the fuck out of you, mate.
It's just in case you're talking in the pretense. And
we're taking the day before. We're going to Dublin, so we're going out Christmas Eve, so we're taking the day before that. Even got wee ones for the dogs and all. You'd be really proud. I'm going to Photoshop you in it. Part of the family. My mum loves you now. She says you got a voice for radio, face to
voice for radio, face for radio. The new Pete Snodden. The culty Pete Snodden. The culty Pete Snodden.
Cool FM, mate. Is it Cool FM? He's
breakfast.
They might take you. They'll never take me. No, they did.
Nah, I was all in talks on before.
No way.
I think they took a look at my social media or my Twitter and were like, nah.
They couldn't get.
I think it was a good back and forth with David Hay the week before about a boxing fight, and
What were you giving abuse over Twitter?
He was abused. He was given shit to someone about Katie. He had a joke about Katie Taylor, and then
You felt the right to
felt the right to stand up for every Irish person, as I'm the spokesperson for clearly female boxing in Ireland. And then the guy was like, "It's something you don't really fit our demo." But no, there was talks actually not so long ago, but not with Cool FM off another radio
You
station.
said Tony's offered me a better deal.
No, it's the time it takes.
What is it? Once a day? Like
No, it was a specialty dance show, but it was the time I wanted to do it live.
So they wanted pre-recorded.
They wanted it pre-recorded, but
what's wrong with that?
the idea of the show can't work pre-recorded. It would just be a boring radio show. It had to be interactive to make it work. And I actually said to them, "This is the time slot I need." And they're like, "Well, it doesn't work like that." And I was like, it has to work in this time slot.
So they came to you with an idea and you go, "Fuck you." This is how it has to work.
They came to me to rehash an old idea. And I says, "No, that like this is the way it would have to, because just times are different now, and this is the way it would have to work." And the guy did go, "No, you're right, it has to work in this time period, but it would mean there would be too many shuffling about."
Look, Cool FM, you've been doing great, but it's time you
No, they're not even
shove the fuck over and let Mickey fucking.
They're not even doing great radios. Fuck, like
It's. I would say there's more and more podcasts being listened to and stuff, isn't
I
there?
don't know, radios. Fuck, they're all.
Like I know where you listen to radio, I play Spotify or a podcast if
Unless your 2FM's still got a bit of a listenership, but it's.
I would say like your older clientele.
I've older clientele, people that are just
It might
stuck in the road, like Talk Sport with the Round the World Cup would get a bit of a like influx of listeners, but like Cool FM and Q Radio and all, it's like it's not. Yeah, I can tell because I know how much they're charging for if you want to put an advert on there. So what they were, not anymore. No, before it was good money. Now it's fucking peanuts, like.
It's
Peanuts. Like it is. I remember before, well, last time we took it out, it was like 1,700 for a month, and now it's like probably a quarter of that.
1,700 for a month, and is that every day?
Time slot, yeah, every day, but that would kind of be evening time. That's not like mornings, because the people that take on like the morning slot, they never take it on, if you know what I mean. So that's just filled. It's always like the same things filled up, but I know it was.
I was looking to get an advertisement done for the app, but not on radio. I was looking to get a billboard in there. And I started writing something, and they asked me what on it, and I was like, probably being me topless. And I was like, imagine my sister driving to work every day, and there's a picture of my body.
You just point
topless, going,
you.
Yeah. Time to get shape.
I time to get in shape.
I was like, I cannot deal with that.
They probably wouldn't do it.
I don't know. You throw enough money at them, I'm sure they fucking would. Everybody sells their soul.
Could you get one of them the billboards of the LED screens in the vans and just park on the side of the road, and it'd just be a video of you.
It's the ones where you
point,
that's pure
point.
That's pure cheap, man. Or the ones with the hands do that come out the side.
Or just you doing fucking bicycles.
The sign probably break though, or my arm fall off or something, like cheap chips.
What about the app? How is that app going?
Yeah, it's going really well. I need a.
I'm not happy with my program on it. Just to put it out there.
Typical.
Not enough volume.
Okay, that's fucking typical. It's one of them things where you're always going to get people who complain. The people who pay the least, like Mickey, are always the people. Yeah, exactly. He's not paying at all. Cheap cunt. Always complain the most, and it's just typical. But look, it's just one of these things, Mickey. We should.
Are you going to say how many people you have on it?
Not a mission.
You allowed it?
Yeah, I am. It's my fucking app. I'll do it all.
Well, the taxman waiting.
No, the taxman can hear all he wants.
So is Paul on? Are you on it, Paul?
No, Paul's not on.
Why not?
There's only about 5 people on it.
Me, your mum, dad, sister, and the dog.
That's pretty much it.
No, it is a good app. I was actually on it the other day again.
It's do you know what it is? It's one of these things where you have to balance it, because like I kept on giving more and more in it, and then what happens is you were paying $29.
I was going to say, you give too much.
You have to balance it, because what I found as well is, see, that sometimes the more you get, like the main issue I had with the app developer was the fact he was like to me, he kept on saying to me, $29.99, how much are you gonna fucking put in this? Like, and I was like, as much as we can fucking get in it. And he was like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that was the main issue we had with the nutrition. The nutrition we built, and it was complete shit.
Yeah.
So then I had to rip it all out and put in my own. I put in educational videos and broke everything down. I pretty much just teach how to coach instead. Versus when we had the computer built to do your nutrition, it would work for like 7 out of 10 people for the entire time. But if you were one of these people that, like, say you had dated before you joined, or you were like a little bit higher metabolism than a calculation, it would spit you out the wrong calories. Then it would adjust your calories. It would do it based off your weight. So say, for example, I'm 16 stone, massive tank.
Right.
And say I'm on 4,000 calories and I'm bulking. Or say I'm on 3,000 calories and I'm cutting. That's a better analogy, right? And I don't lose weight and I nail all my calories, don't lose weight the next week. The computer will go, your weight is this, here's your calories, and it would spit you out the same calories because you're the same weight. So that's not going to work.
Instead of dropping.
Yeah, exactly. So but now for most people, that calories for that weight would drop you some, and then it would readjust based off your weight, and that would keep working. However, if you were dieting prior or anything, it just wouldn't work. I ran, about 150 times, no different people's, and there was like 1 out of every 7 was just fucking up, and I was like, I can't. It really annoys me because I've just got morals, but like I was like, I can't justify selling this to people if I know it genuinely doesn't work for 1 in 7. And they were like, but loads of people do it like this. I was like, yeah, but I can't. And they were like, no, I'll just do it. And I was like, no, I fucking can't.
But there's loads of people in the fitness industry are charlatans, anyway.
It made me turn slightly, and then I done it my own way, and they were like, no, you're not supposed to do it like this. And there was a lot of fucking bashing heads.
And it's sorted now.
It is. It's actually really fucking good now. Like, it's my pride and joy because it's fucking 30 quid and it coaches people better than... It practically coaches the exact same as me. The only difference is you don't have me doing the changes.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to do them. So the only difference is you just have to actually adjust your own MyFitnessPal fucking down. Like.
Yeah. So if you check in every week, it changes, or what if I check in every day?
It teaches you. You can check in yourself in every 3rd day if you want 4 day, 5 day, 6 day, 7. You can photo shoot your prep with it. Now, you'd be fucking a wee bit tougher than doing it with a coach, but for fucking 30 quid, like, especially the price of coaching, like the amount of people charging fucking £1,000 for 3 months of coaching or whatever, you'd swear they're fucking selling Miracle Bro. Like, it's fucking bonkers. But it's one of them things where, it's went really well. I need to relaunch it for January or the end of December now.
January sale?
No, I'm actually putting price up. Unlike everybody, they'll be slashing price.
Here's the thing I was going to ask you about. What about this new selling technique that all the PTs are doing? Is like, I'm closing my books until the new year and I'm doing this. And yet, it seems like every remember it used to be I need 2 dedicated men and 2 dedicated females, and now it's, guys, I'm closing, this is the last time you're going to get it at this price. When it hits this month, it's going up this price. You'll never get it this price again. That seems like the new, I need 2, I've only got 2 places open.
I feel like you have to be a certain coach to do that. Like, you can't, that will work once if you're lying. That will work every time you're actually telling the truth. So for example, like, I actually turned around and was like, the app's filling up, I'm bumping the price whenever I close it here. And the thing is, the app is full.
And you have to bump the price.
And now I'm fucking bumping the price. So
but it's when people don't bump the price.
But it's whenever people say that and then they reopen the doors and the same price, they're not busy, you're like, you're lying me. But I think that's like that thing where people think like, oh, I'm sweet than people.
It's sales stuff. It's also all sales jargon. But it seems like the new one that everybody
there's always just gonna be new marketing strategies. It's one of them things where, like, and the thing is as well, like, you might, like, for example, I think it's actually, if you are actually closing and you're increasing price, then that's fair enough. It'll catch people out, whatever they're not. That's the issue. And the problem is, if you increase price and you're still selling,
then I don't even know if it does. I think it's just because when I see it, I know exactly what it is.
But we're
more hyper.
Yeah, we for that.
We can see it. But I think a lot of the time the normal customer that sees it goes, oh, he's up on his price in January and he's very busy. And then they don't look back in January to see if he actually some tag there.
These are like there must be something to do with women's clothes in general because there's 2 of them. These are so I can be hung up on the back. I don't know what the fuck they're, but
I just see it a lot more. And I thought it was
You thought I'm the inside man. I'll know.
Well, I thought I was going to say these people from your coaching circle.
There'll be bits and pieces for mine, 100%. Like, one of the main things to do with like an offer, especially if you're selling, like, really good example is like, why should you buy something now if you can buy it at any time?
Yeah.
There's no scarcity, there's no pressure. Versus if I turn around to you and I go, this is something I do all the time. So like, sometimes whenever somebody applies for the mentorship, and I just be very blunt. So like if you're watching this, I'll just be straight. I'd be like, okay, so you've applied. Great, right, excellent. So blah, 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 this is what I do. By the way, you've applied, so I need a yes or a no, because if you're an absolute wetter, you're not somebody I like.
Yeah.
Yes is great because you're in. No is great because I save my energy. See, maybe worst type of person.
Yeah.
Because you're not a yes or no person. You're the middle person. It's shite. So I just go to you. See, once the door opens, you're welcome in. But if you tell me no, please don't knock the door again because I don't reopen it. And then what that does is it makes people go, oh fuck, if I'm not in now, I'm never fucking in. And then it does apply a little bit of pressure, but that usually gets quite a large amount over the line. And the thing is, a really good example of this is I was in Dubai, and I used this analogy last week at the mentorship. So I get this, there's black pair, like Air Forces, they've got a tiny little bit of leather in the back, right? And I was in the Dubai shop, and your man came up to me and was like, I looked at them, stared them out way too long, came straight over me, and I was going to buy them anyway, and he goes to me, look, blah, blah, I was looking at the price, whatever it was, and he's like, limited edition. And he's like, they're only in the Middle East. And I was like, dead on. And I looked it up, and they actually are. And he was like, they're only here. And he was like, and we're stopping them knowing the new year. And I was like, right, well, I'm not going to be back. So I immediately then had to make a decision there and then. Am I taking the shoes or am I not? None of this. Oh, where do I want to go home? And I took the shoes because a lot of the time when you're pressured into making a decision, you'll take them just in case. And the same with like coaching, the same with everything. It's like that. You don't want to miss out on something. It's the exact reason why a Boxing Day sale or anything like that goes, because people don't want to pay more for the same thing. So see, adding a little bit of scarcity into your offering where you close doors versus if you can buy it anytime, surely with the next one.
Yeah.
So what pushes you? Whereas
What if you caught out that the doors don't close?
oh, well, if you don't close the
Do you
doors,
get real bad for your business?
yeah, that's worse because now you have this thing where you're like the door's closing, but the doors are always open.
It's always
there's
open.
there's no actual door. It's just a fucking big barn gate.
Aye.
That's where people fuck up because
Aye.
what you are is you're not a salesman. You're just a liar.
Yeah.
And that's where business is burned down because it's like saying we're in here and going, oh my God, the tables are absolutely rammed. There's no room.
Yeah.
And then people come in and they go, there's loads of seats. It's like this false creation of hype. And that might get people in initially, but it won't get people to stay.
Yeah.
And then people learn what you're really like and they know what you're after. Whereas like a lot of the time when I say like, oh, this is what we're doing, it's because I'm like, I generally am increasing price. So if you want in at this fucking price, come in. If not, tough shit, I don't give a fuck. Anyway. A lot of the time I do that now is because I don't actually really want.
Well, you make it clear you don't want any more clients.
I say it all the time and it doesn't really work. So thanks everybody.
But it's probably like this.
It's a good thing as well.
Probably like the sort of same as the Liver King when people got really annoyed when he had to make the apology. It's like people were buying his supplements and eating liver because they thought that was going to help them turn into him.
No offense, if you thought the Liver King was natural, you're a fucking airhead. Like, that's fucking bonkers.
Yeah, like that's what I think that's the bigger.
People use me a juice and then they're going Liver King's fucking natural. Are you serious?
That's the bigger problem. I think the bigger problem is the people. It's not him actually taking steroids. It's the people that believe that he wasn't taking. It's like people believe in the Rock's natural.
There's some things where for me it's just like I love that. Did you ever see her? But I love this. It's like rule number one: if somebody's on steroids, if they're bigger than you, they're on steroids. And it's just like there's a certain. Don't get me wrong. There is genetic elites, but there is boys like Liver King who like it's hard not to like go like you're on juice, mate. There's it's. I enjoyed the podcast where the man beside him was like because he talks about these ancestral tenets and all this. Do you ever see all that? It's like you must eat liver fucking once a day. All this mad shit. And the man turned around and goes, surely one of the ancestral tenets should be like being a man and like actually looking out for other. It's all these traits of like eating shit and stuff that actually really doesn't overly matter in your life at the end of the day. And your man turned around and goes like, being a man isn't really about how much you bench. It's actually like how much do you support for other ones. And you could see the Liver King sort of sit in the chair and just go, fuck, I haven't really thought this through. You could see him sort of shiver up into the wee ball he really is as a human. That's when like you can see he's came out and said that and thought, oh, I'll now capitalise on this and he's probably going to try and pivot now. But the problem is he's fucked it so bad because he's lied for so long.
Well, his business partner in the supplement thing, Paul Saladino, who is a legit doctor, he's kind of went,
well, he should have just died with his life. That's somebody that you're gonna lie like that. Just keep lying till you're in the fucking do you know what I mean? It's one of them things where like there's other sports as well. Like people like, but it's thriving everywhere. Like fuck me, majority of sports aren't tested. If they are tested, the drugs are that far ahead of the testing. Like when I went to Broderick Chavez's seminar, he coaches some of the USA sports, and he's like, my job is make people pass drug tests. He's like, that is his full-time job. He's in the list of that. He's like, that's what I'm there for. And he's like, what else is my name on a fucking team of Olympic athletes for? He goes, he goes, when they develop a test for a drug, he goes, it's after the drug is made, after all that. He goes, do you think that's the case? And he goes like, how do you think Russia just got spotted in one Olympics? Do you think that's just the first Olympics they've ever ran juice in? He's like, catch a fucking grip.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because you don't assume, no, don't get me wrong, that's not every sport.
Yeah.
But like, there's stuff like,
well, people say that about the Italians when they won the Olympic sprint and they won the Euros in the same year. They thought there was a national doping thing going on because they came from nowhere to win Olympic sprints.
Yeah, like it's
and then they're back to nowhere again.
It's just very interesting because the thing is as well, like, it's so well researched now, the risks are way down, but the rewards are way up for athletes. And then how are you supposed to compete? If you're a player, if you're a CrossFit athlete now in the CrossFit Games, nobody is tested.
No.
So if you're taking juice and you're a pro athlete,
oh well, they're just they're not tested out of games. They're tested in games.
They're tested, yeah. But the thing is, for example, how often is CrossFit Games every year?
Every year. Well, there's a couple of big competitions a year, but they're tested for the competitions. They're just not tested during training.
Yes. So then, but I wonder what way the tests.
It's not USADA. It's not as stringent.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, I'm sure.
Well, it's internally.
It's hard to know.
I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's internally tested. So it's not in their best interest for, say, if a Matt Fraser pops, for them to go, you've popped for steroids, but you're also the poster boy for the company, so we're going to have to suspend you, rather than go,
money too.
Fuck's sake, Matt.
It's hard. Do you know what? It's hard to know. Like, it's one of the things where.
The only sport I think it kind of matters in is combat sports. Because it's the only one that the dire reaper. Like, I want to see sprinters juice to the gills.
Yeah, you don't go to the. Like, I want
to see someone run a 6-second fucking 100 meter. I want to see the world's strongest man lift.
Yeah, you don't
fucking house.
Like, it's the same as, like, do you ever see like natural bodybuilding versus the natural bodybuilding? Like, they all look like fucking they're starving to death, dying on stage. Yeah. Versus, like, you look at the Olympiad. Don't get me wrong, it's not really disgusting. Like, it's absolutely rank, but it's pure freaky. You're like, holy fuck, these people are nuts. It's like when you go to the circus, like, it's all well and good seeing like somebody fucking throw discs and shit and that. But you want to see the person, the bearded lady. You want to see something fucking.
I want to see Olympics. The person throw the javelin out of the stadium.
Would you like it? The juiced Olympic.
I want the juiced Olympic.
They're off. Where there's just a little liver cake.
Yeah, like going nuts, like Brank and the soundbar are running. But now when it comes to boxing or anything, no, because people can get hurt. But everything else, like throwing the discus.
Yeah, where they can only hurt themselves.
Yeah. Long jump. Midair. That's what I want. I want freak, like absolute freaks.
Please tell me you can cut that sound. I can use that, but
like mutants. That's what I want. I want to see people, if they're going to do it, like push themselves to complete human potential. But then you know,
juiced up their
juiced. That's what I mean. But use everything you can. But when it comes to the only grey area is when it comes to actual, if you're making physical contact with another human, then that's when people get hurt. But like, what's against sprinters juicing? Like, what's, if you look at it, like
if everyone juices, then it's not an unfair advantage.
Well, supposedly that was the argument they used for the Tour de France for years, wasn't it? They were like, well, wait, if we wanted,
they were taking blood out though, weren't they?
Well, that's when they actually started caring and testing. Before that, everybody was on it because it was just like, well, why not? Like, why everybody? If we didn't do it, there'd be no point us trying to compete because we couldn't compete with them.
Yeah, see, it's a fine line, like, too. Then your morals.
It's a moral.
Also, but then some people will go, fuck, my values and morals don't matter as much as putting bread on the table for my family.
Yeah.
As much as you can go, we're like this and that. Sometimes you'll get the lines very blurred because your morals could be, I want to be a role model, I want to show what's capable, but then you also go, fuck, if I lose this race, I lose this much money. That's a better life for my child. That's a better life for things. So all of a sudden, you get these morals about. So I do see why people do walk that line, especially in the pro sports where they can maybe get away with a wee bit. Now, I'm not saying fucking any pro athletes obviously aren't.
Well, the word is the McGregor thing at the minute's come up. So when he broke his leg, he took himself out of the protocol. So to heal his leg, the reason he's become massive, and I think he's pretty much admitted to it now that he's been juicing because he needs the regrowth, and then now he puts himself back in the protocol. Gets tested for the 6 months, then he's allowed to compete again.
But see, the funny thing is too, like there's this there's this study that shows like, see, once you've been genetically enhanced with steroids, I don't want to bore the heads here, but practically your cell grows bigger than a normal cell, and it builds in mitochondria are the things that power your cells. So for anybody that's bored or fell asleep, practically the cell grows, and these little houses called mitochondria, they power. They're all your wee workers for you doing everything. Now, if you take a load of gear, your cell goes like this, right? But say you stop taking gear, your cell might go back to just a wee bit bigger than it was. But the thing is, your cell's already been this size. It remembers it was that there. That's where muscle memory technically happens. And the thing is, your body can always, it might not be able to get just as big, but it'll go, fuck, we can grow a little bit. So it's like, if somebody's on juice 10 years and then they come off, they don't all of a sudden just turn into a fucking whip.
Get juiced up.
Oh, fucking baby, Jess, we'll light it up.
Light it up.
Me and you in the new year.
Get juiced up the podcast.
That's the 2023.
DJ and on juice.
Fuck the Dax.
The Dax and Martin get racked. Smash on Dax.
But that idea where then, that's why like a Russian athlete's got banned. They should be banned for life, not for one-off. And that's the same with other athletes, because it's an unfair advantage for life, not for just that sport. Because otherwise then you could juice for 10 years, come off for a year, test on it, and then it will still all the same advantages. I don't know how it went from Christmas to gear, but well done.
I think it's a nice pivot. It's kind of goes hand in hand, you know.
Yeah, with snow and Santa,
snow, human growth hormone.
Yeah, it's what you want. Your shot.
Christmas a secret Santa.
Did you have a stocking when you were younger?
Never had a stocking in my life.
No,
never.
Do you know what my mum told me the other day? And my dad.
I don't know if it's an Irish thing.
Yeah, so my mum, I don't know about any use, but she told me that what they used to get in their stocking, right? And no, fucking apple and orange. Isn't that fucking nuts?
I think your mom's the full-time wind-up.
No, she's not. My mum...
An apple and an orange.
Like, that's full on what she got.
All her life in the stocking.
No, she didn't get one fucking last year from my dad in the stocking. I meant, like, whenever she was a sprog, like, when she was, like, 7, 8, like, that's what her ones would have... She would have got a normal crap, but in the stocking, they would have got, like, an orange and stuff, like. Isn't that fucking metal? And that,
she's winding you up.
She's not winding me up. I swear to God, because we had a serious conversation. If you talk to your I don't know, maybe were your mum and dad like broke when or were they average?
No, they were all pretty. They were all
normal,
comfortable.
My ones would have, there was like 8 in there, like already 8. So they would have been more like breadline, join but like that's not a wind up. And I think as well, you also forget like, fuck me, I used to yap when I got X for a Christmas present. You're like, oh, I got a PlayStation.
What's your best Christmas present
ever when I was younger?
Well, ever in general.
Oh, I'll never forget. I got, fuck, I don't even know. I was that young, whether this was birthday or Christmas present, but this was epic. And it only worked for like 5 minutes. I got, do you ever see like a policeman bike thing you sit on?
I mean, Glasgow in your
No, right in the Blackthorns, yeah. It was the fucking ticket, but it was electric, but it broke after about fucking 10 minutes. I think it was like 100 quid or something. But I was like 5 or 7 or 19. And
that's your mum at gym and now you fucking mobility scooter.
Well, fucking would take it no sweat, but fuck all else. I said
I got a bicycle. It was the best one.
Mine was the bike. Mine was the like do you know the electric wee car things. So don't be getting your shitty bike. Fucking yeah.
Were you tanked in and give up underneath you?
I had the wee glasses and the wee curly head and all. Yeah, I was out in the town. Thought I was going to arrest people and all. Went up and down my estate. It was a great memory. And you were on some shite bike and you
bicycle pedaling away.
I see. My ones really loved me, obviously. You can
pedaling away. I think that wasn't the best one. My worst one, I think we talked about it last year. I still getting still getting shade from it actually.
Why was
it? You talking about the worst present? I said my sister bought me a green shirt once.
Wait, oh, I don't remember that.
So it was this time last year. My sister bought me well, there wasn't. She bought it years ago. But you asked me what the worst Christmas present. I said my sister bought me a green shirt. And look like Kermit the Frog green.
Oh, fuck.
And it's still out. So
no matter how
it's going to trigger her again. She still listens to the podcast.
Yeah, but if it was a shite shirt, you should learn your lesson now then.
It shouldn't have been for sale. Remus and need to wind their reckon.
Oh, so you're blaming the brand?
No, there's never any reason to have that colour of green in a shirt.
Was it like this colour?
Kermit the Frog green. So that type of green that gets now, you're never styling that up or down with anything.
I'd say you pull that off.
I don't know what I would like, but
shave the head and you'd look fucking.
What about the throne jumper and boys?
You're a fan of that, aren't you? I'm not, to be honest.
You're normal, aren't you?
Personally, it's not as good as I'm curious, how much do O'Neill's charge you for that? Go on.
30 quid, and it was meant to be 20% off, and he didn't give it to me.
Did you not say?
I was in a hurry.
You were too proud to go, is that not 20% off? No.
No, that did literally have a 20% off thing around it.
That's because you fucking probably...
I think your boys went hard. Your man,
off the ground.
your man was having a hard enough day as it was, and I wasn't going to put him through. There was 5 to 10 on a Monday morning.
I should have said my sister works in the Newry one. You should have told me I would have picked one up for you.
5 to 10. Daddy, well, you wouldn't have this one, the Newry one. This is state-of-the-art stuff.
Jesus fucking Christ.
State-of-the-art. Thrown for some, anyway.
No, Dunn Store's finest, obviously. Got the matching ones for the dogs.
And believe you wore a ladies' jumper.
It's the only one
Tell
that
Line podcast.
Yeah, look.
You're disgrace.
When you're comfortable in yourself, you're comfortable, and I look good in anything, so it's alright.
Right? We're going to wrap her up.
Is that been an hour, aren't I?
It's been 50 minutes nearly.
Christmas special, very little bit of Christmas.
Very.
Is there anything
This is like. It is a Christmas special.
Is there anything else? You fucking confused the fuck out of me. This is the most confusing fucking podcast in the world. I'm reading the Christmas. Is there any other Christmas notes you'd like to touch on?
Buy tickets for Quinn's on the 29th of December. Me, Jordy, and Maddie want to go on holidays.
That's the worst.
New Year's Eve and Sally's. Come buy tickets for it as well.
I didn't say just plug.
Secrets in Boxing Day sold out, so
bring earplugs.
Bring earplugs. The boys, the staff night out for Notorious Pizza as well.
And
come in and buy drink in here, guys. Get some pizzas, get some cocktails.
Yeah. No, that
well, there's no pre-party, but pre-party. He's open New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve pre-party in here before going across the road to Secrets.
There you go. They're slightly nervous now. You can see the sweat case.
All the cocktails be flowing, pizza be flowing.
Just have a favourite cocktail, no? We got like if he's got a one you do really or oh, what a shout.
Margarita.
I'm a fan of it myself. Margarita's a good shout.
Do you like margaritas?
And when they're done well, do you know what? They're straightforward, but they're fucking
you can get a bad one. Very easily.
What I mean.
It's like mojito. There's no in between. It's either class or the worst thing you've ever drunk in your life.
I just don't like mojitos anymore. I just feel like it's like if you go to get a cocktail, it's just such a safe shout.
Nah. It's refreshing. Refreshing. I like margaritas, but I like a coconut margarita. Using the coconut 1800 tequila. I'm not plugging 1800 Bushmills. You want to throw me some money?
Gee, have you ever heard, man? Christmas must be tight for this man. Come to my gigs, Bushmills, Cool FA. Somebody fucking take me.
29th of December, anyway. Buy them tickets and Quinn's, all these Kilcoo boys.
Is that where you're going to be then?
Quinn's, yeah.
And are you working New Year's Eve as well?
Sally's no man.
Jesus, hard life, isn't it?
Hard life.
Where do you keep all the coin? That's what I want to know, lad.
Straight out the door.
Just
paying Paul.
This is your face against your roof and the mattress with just all the money underneath you, lad. You're the land for stock.
It's a hard life. Big overheads. A lot of kids to pay for. Only two. I know kids.
No,
none that I know of.
All right. Well, that was the end I wanted. I wanted a Christmas end.
What about you?
What
are you doing over Christmas?
I'm going to Dublin and all that. A wedding on New Year's Eve.
Where?
In somewhere special. Where? I don't even tell you. No.
On your own?
I'm getting married.
You going on your own?
No, I'm not going on my own. I'm going with family.
Oh.
I'm not going on my own. Nobody invite me to a wedding by myself. You must. Fuck me. Right, well, before it gets any more depressing.
Rate and review.
Oh, I love that. Rate and review, yeah.
Right there. Let's check this. May as well make it.
Every single fucking week. This is the video.
If this goes below 4.9, loves that. There's going to be a handling in here.
Loves this. This is the worst 2 minutes of my life. Every single week.
Just there, wait there. 4.9. 161 reviews. Just keep reviewing, guys. Helps. It does help.
The shares, the likes, all that means a lot. Thank you very much.
We'll be back with a New Year special.
Yeah, and we'll try and do more in person, so let us know if you enjoy this. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.